A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Alabama's head coach told me before the game, this is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here.
A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. To kick off to get this game underway.
I'll try, Truth.
He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Shows him the stiff arm. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
Makes a grab and room to run. Touchdown, Bulldog! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to pass, it's Rivers. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Another incompletion. Third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone that...
Caught, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Bulldogs right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Just keep slinging it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll pull it down and run. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Here's a give to Frazier. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
Looking for a gap. It's Frazier. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Throwing Russell. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Finds his big tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. To the air, it's Stockton. Bringing the heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wants to throw it again. Oh, they're after him. They're working that left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And I think they found a matchup they like, man. This running back has been a problem out of the backfield. Like, we know he can run it, but the matchups now, who's going to cover him? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Right now, this offense, they've found something with him catching the football in the backfield, and they just keep going back to it.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to the run, it's Frazier. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You can tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat in second down?
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, and they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
The play action fake. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Moving toward the end zone, ball out! Takes it in! Touchdown, Bulldogs! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And you just heard every offensive player go, oh, for a second there. How about that? The fumble deep in the defense's territory. But how about Johnny on the spot, scooping that ball up and finishing, lowering his pads, getting in the end zone. Nice break for this offense.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First play of the period, first down here. Russell, under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, off.
Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And now to try to put things in motion on second and long from the 15. They'll run play action. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Trying to escape and get it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Keelan Russell. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got a man, it's Rodgers. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Throwing Russell. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Dogs! Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Russell. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. To the air, it's Russell. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Using his feet to buy time. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Again, it's Russell. Makes the grab. It's Hill. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility, and you've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Keelan Russell throws to the tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Russell will throw for it on 4th. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Again, it's Russell. This time on target. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other. And he breaks the play. Touchdown Tide.
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw at Stockton. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. You know, 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those. See if this defense can get back on track.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Under fire. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Throwing Russell. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Scanning the field, it's Russell. Rushes on him. Throws to the back. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed, but it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And, guys, everybody needs to be on the same page. Those false starts in this part of the field, crushers. 2nd and goal. The corners are walked up tight. Russell fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half. Right back to it. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 11 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the home team in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes that Alabama offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He's going for the big play. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on routes short. They take a shot down the field on third and short. Questionable shot probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, just because you have the shot play called on third down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Georgia lining up to punt it away. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. The Tide ready to roll on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Sends it back in motion. Keelan Russell. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab at the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Back to pass, it's Russell. Here's a heat. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on second and goal. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Bama! Quick strike through the air for the score. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room. Turning it on! Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Now rolling to the left. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Georgia!
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Throwing Russell. Pocket breaking down. He'll throw it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Not a lot of good things happen when your quarterback gets hurt. When you speed up that processor just a little bit, make him a little bit uncomfortable. The defense doing a little bit of that. I need a little bit more protection from this offensive line.
Russell from the gun on third down. Fires to the middle. With the catch, it's Rodgers. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Russell. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Again, it's Russell. The short hands. It's Hill. At the 20. Snags it, and there's running room. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Here's the pressure. They've got the screen set up. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Keeps it on the bootleg. Dances away. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
On 3rd down, here's Frazier. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not a lot of room to field this one. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Keelan Russell unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking to throw, it's Russell. On target. Makes the catch, and he's free. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
Man, we're watching a quarterback duel here. Both of these guys are absolutely slinging it every time they're on the field. Now it's this guy's turn, and he's taking advantage of the opportunities. This defense has not had an answer for him. They're not getting enough pressure on him. When he has this kind of time, he is just going to carve you up.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Throwing Russell. Now improvising. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Back to throw, it's Stockton. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision, do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Looking deep. And he scores! Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Looking for the tie with the extra point. He has been surgical. Precision has it. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. To the air, it's Stockton. Working that left side now. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing your end zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Man, this guy is so dangerous running it, and the speed can also help him extend the play to hurt you throwing it, David. As a defense, what do you got to do to keep this guy in the pocket?
Well, the hard part is, once he gets outside the pocket, you have to play the second play. The first play, everybody had a route to run, but the second play, it's the scramble drill, and receivers going to break and cut and do something different. So it's so annoying, it's frustrating to have a guy like this that can get outside the pocket and do so much damage.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage, they took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
To the ground with the back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, 4th quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
The Alabama offense coming onto the field. So the big turnover, the interception, setting up this offense in a tie game with a chance to drive for the go-ahead score. Stepping to the right. He'll try to do it himself. At the 35, he's got room. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Pressure coming, and they got it.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. A run for the quarterback. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Fourth down, Russell. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Russell escapes the pressure to his right. Breaks into the open. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
Well, defensively, you've got to have an answer for this athletic quarterback. You've got to do a better job containing him in the pocket, or you've got to have a spy ready to make a play and get a tackle if he decides to get out. But everything went wrong there. Not only did he get the first, but you also let him get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Now here's Russell. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game.
I don't want to pile on and kill this young man that plays QB, but you have to understand situational football. You got to understand, a field goal puts me in the lead. This game is tied. The worst thing I could do is throw an interception.
Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. On first down from their own 22. From the gun, the ground game. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. He lets one fly deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're in a perfect situation here, David. Just make sure you drain the clock and you have the last play.
100%.
Makes the grab in their space. Got enough space. Touchdown Tide. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his back in the middle. At the 35, he's loose. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, that is a Herculean effort. He caught the ball in the middle of the field and somehow was able to use his speed and his vision and awareness and still get out of bounds to stop the clock.
Quick completion on the out. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the first down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ball game. Got to have a score, like you said, Reese. Work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Escapes the sack. Unleashes one. Connection to the right. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
Love the play call in a 2-minute situation here in the fourth quarter. Out-breaking route so you can make the catch, hopefully get out of bounds, and save yourself clock.
Run in the red zone. It's Frazier. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. To the air. It's Stockton. Bringing the heat. Avoids the pressure and gets away. Dumps it to the back. Quick shovel pass. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
They'll run with Nate Frazier. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
Man, this place is going nuts. Your offense comes through in the clutch when you need it. Great job. Now, baby, free football. Let's kick the extra point and go to overtime.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rodgers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Keelan Russell. Oh, they're after him. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation, it's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Quick completion to the right. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Throwing Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. Makes the grab. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Again, it's Russell. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And they score first here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
How about about getting that big play on the ground here in OT. Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least another couple of quarters.
Frazier again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's third down, and they need to get it in the end zone to stay in the game here in OT. On third down, here's Frazier. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, third downs, get him the football. Shoot, first downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff, Frazier running left. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Might be changing the route. Handoff for Frazier. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Third down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Under fire. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
Now first down here in the second overtime. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And And he knocks another one through. And how about this kick? A good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Russell. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Let's see what they have on third down as they want to make sure they keep this in makeable field goal range. From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. He's got him. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a first and goal.
Keelan Russell. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Now here's Russell. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Russell from the gun on third down. Here's a hit. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. One play, win or lose right here. Fourth and goal in overtime. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This is for the game. Fourth and goal in overtime. Russell will throw for it on fourth. Scrambling away. Can't make